Lecimy, kolejna analiza. Sekretny agent tutaj się wmieszał prawdopodobnie w walkę. Lecimy tutaj.
The new episode was literally insane, and it was truly the most epic fight in the history of the show. And it looks like Gman got the most powerful plot armor, as he once again managed to cheat death and escape. And I assumed that would be the case, and our theories that the containers contain new parts of his body are also confirmed. But still, I'm sure you have a lot of questions, and especially will the Titans survive? And I'm going to tell you something that no one has ever told you before. And you're literally going to be shocked at what we're
O kurde, to zaraz się przekonamy, czy rzeczywiście ma coś nam powie
going to see
ciekawego.
in the future secret scene and in episode 74. Because Boom said that this episode should have been longer, but because everyone was so hyped about it, he decided to do it faster. And in the full 73 episode,
Pewnie dowiemy się,
we're
co
going to
stało
see how
się
the
z
episode
Tytanami,
actually
nie?
ends. And believe me, it's going to end very badly because I think we're going to lose one of the Titans. And also it looks like the secret agent is on G-Man's side, because he literally saved his bro's ass in this episode. And also, bro, TV Man literally lost his mind. So what if I told you there's a good chance we're gonna lose TV Man in episode 74? Guys, I'm so hype and I can't wait
Wątpię,
to tell
że
you all
TV Man zostanie zniszczony.
about it because I found out something
Raczej
mind-blowing
wątpię.
about episode 74. And in this video, I'm going to answer questions like, why did the secret agent save G-Man? What's going to happen to the speaker man and the cameraman? What's going to happen to G-Man next? And what's the crazy plot twist
Może dał mu jakąś ochronę przed tym
that's
promieniowaniem,
going to happen
nie?
with Titan TV Man? Because
Albo
it looks like
spowolnił jakiegoś TV Mana.
bro shouldn't have gone after G-Man and he might pay a heavy price for it. So if you're ready to hear something crazy, you better watch this video to the end.
No
Because
dobra.
you won't hear what I'm about to tell you anywhere
Jestem
else.
ciekaw, co ona tutaj
Hello
powie.
friends, you're on the channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next video. And let's go. The episode begins after the Titans arrive at the battlefield to make a juicy steak out of G-Man. And after their conversation, this crazy fight begins. And the first thing the bro did was to cover his back with a shield so the Titans couldn't attack him from behind.
No
And
to
as we
było
see that
spoko,
G-Man
nie?
is literally like Optimus Prime, as he can transform his body in different ways. And we see that these black things are responsible for the shield, as after their movement the shield is activated. And also bro said, for scientist.
To było
Which tells us
fajne,
that he had a
for
good relationship with the
scientist, nie?
scientist, because some people said that he betrayed the scientist and left him to die. And in fact, guys, scientist knew that he would die and he accepted his fate. And at that moment, G-Man could not help, and he decided to at least avenge him. And the Titans started attacking G-Man's shield. And during this, the bro loaded all his guns and unleashed all his energy at TV Man. But as expected, TV Man started to absorb it, and TV Man got overconfident and started saying he was the last thing G-Man would ever see.
No i tu jest w ogóle ten promień prawdopodobnie sekretnego agenta, nie?
And
To
it's
było
obvious that
coś.
TV Man is going crazy because he's being overconfident. But G-Man expected TV Man to absorb his attack, and he added another secret ingredient to his recipe, namely a strange yellow and green energy ball that made TV Man stop absorbing the attack and get distracted for a couple of seconds. And I think you can guess what that ball was, but if not, I'll explain it to you later. And after he distracted TV Man for a while, the other Titans started attacking, but Top G doesn't care about their lasers because he's covering himself with a shield. And in this attack, we can see that he also fired the same ball at Speaker Man, and he also managed to distract him. But Bro Cameraman realized that it would be better to go into close combat, and he was able to destroy one of G-Man's cannons. But Gmail tried to use the trick he did with the Astro Toilet again,
No, ale mu
but
się nie
Cameraman
udało,
is not
nie?
a fool and didn't fall for the enemy's trick. And he's like, nah man, that's not gonna work on me. Now I'm gonna fry you and send you to McDonald's. And Bro fired all his lasers again,
Te
but
wstawki
TV
są
Man woke up
niezłe.
and said, come here. And went for the ram, but he missed. And at the exact moment he missed, we saw a bright green light on the building. And I want to tell you that it was literally the moment TV Man missed. And I'm 99% sure that it was the secret agent that saved G-Man, and it was all connected to that green ball that TV Man absorbed. And I'm sure there was a
Też
part
mi
of
się
the
tu
secret
wydaje,
agent's
że
power,
to
and the secret
sekretny
agent took
agent
control of TV
wmieszał
Man
się.
for 1 second and made him miss. And we've seen the secret agent take control of Plunger Man, and the same thing happened here, and he took control of TV Man. But you might ask, why did the secret agent save G-Man? But I'll answer that question later because it's juicy information.
No,
and after
potrzebny
ramming
jest
into
mu
the
do
ground, we
walki
can
z
see that
Astro,
the secret
nie?
agent is gone, and this is clearly a clue for us. But then Cameraman charged the yellow ball and launched it at G-Man. And my question is, where did Cameraman get the energy from, since he didn't absorb G-Man's attacks? But in fact, it's just as obvious, since this energy was absorbed by the Astro Toilet in episode 72. And it was still in this claw, and Cameraman was able to use it, but G-Man even became crazier after that and started laughing angrily. But at this time, Speakerman made 200 IQ movement as he tried to destroy Gman's jetpack that he could not move. But funny fact that Gman can fly without jetpack and rather jetpack to him to speed up. But it seems that he forgot that he can fly and started to stand in one place.
No właśnie,
And after
Gman
Speakerman
przecież może latać bez jetpacków, nie? Pamiętacie?
jetpack,
Te
Gmail
jetpacki są tylko po to, żeby go
literally
przyspieszyć.
bit off Speakerman's gun like in the Wild Troll video, and Top G pushed Speakerman away with his head, and then something crazy happens. Because one of the Skibidi parasites infected the Speakerman again.
No,
And that's a plot
zainfekował
twist
go.
no one expected. And honestly, I forgot about those
W ogóle mi jest tak żal tego tytana głośnika. Boom go tak nie lubi, żeby znowu był zainfekowany. To jest tak, wiecie, sponiewierana jego
parasites,
godność.
and I didn't think the toilets would use that trick on the Speakerman again. The plot literally destroys the poor Speakerman. But if we slow it down, we can see a purple line flying near the parasite. And I guess it's TV Man's laser, and he tried to destroy the parasite
No,
so as
chyba
not to
tego
hurt his
chciał
bro, but he
zniszczyć
missed
od razu.
again. And after a second, I literally died of laughter because TV Man said, "You gotta be shitting me." And look at this dude's
No,
face.
bo
He's
znowu,
starting
nie?
to boil, and he's about to explode with anger.
Don't cry tonight.
And Bro Speakerman started to piss off TV Man even more by dancing around him. And TV Man had to swat him with one punch. But the juicy part is just beginning as Cameraman finally grabbed G-Man's head with his claw and said, "You're mine."
To było fajne, nie? Ta
And with
scena.
that, G-Man's neck floated somewhere. And then Bro Cameraman started roasting the big tasty. But at this point, I have a question. Where did Cameraman get the energy from? Last time we remember that TV Man shared energy with him. But then Cameraman completely used it up. But in this episode, he somehow surprisingly got energy again. And it's weird, but I have one logical explanation for this. This energy he got from the claw of the Astro toilet. Because a couple of seconds
No,
ago, we saw
doładował
him
się
release a yellow
energią,
energy
nie?
ball.
Gmana,
And I
dokładnie.
think that in this claw, there is still some energy that was absorbed
To
by the
akurat
Astro Commander in
łatwo
episode
ten
72.
potwierdzić.
And now the cameraman is using the rest of this energy. I think this is a logical explanation because Defuk thinks through
No.
every detail. And even now in the air, we see flying debris from the battle, and it's crazy how Boom thinks of every detail. But Cameraman didn't manage to fully cook G-Man, because at the right time, Skibidi Rembo appeared. And in this moment, you can see that Rembo threw some grenade on Cameraman's neck, and also he shot a few times from his gun. And Cameraman had to stop cooking.
Mógł go
But still the dude
zmiażdżyć,
is
nie? A
literally
nie,
Rembo
tak.
that he even managed to survive after that. But we see some kind of sand under the Cameraman. And another mutant crawled out
Się
of the sand,
rzucili
but
te
this time with
Skibidi.
acid bombs. And he managed to destroy the left leg of the cameraman, and thus from the explosion tried even camerawoman and lost her right arm. But I'm glad she only lost her arm, because I thought she might die in this episode. And then, out of the fog of battle came the roasted Top G, who started roaring like a lion, and thereby deafened the cameraman and bit off one of his guns and then rammed him. And this is the crazy part of the episode, as the cameraman tries to fight back and grabs the G-Mail by the head again. But the G-Man was ready for it and
No i w
released all
ogóle
his lasers
Gman,
and
słuchajcie,
started roasting
zaczął
the
mówić po Skibidi Toilet znowu, nie?
cameraman. And I doubt that cameraman would be able to withstand all of G-Man's powerful lasers for a long time if the Speakerman hadn't come to the rescue at the right moment. And with an assassin dagger, he literally punching G-Man and as-treat his gun as in the troll video. But Top G does not cease to amaze us, and he survived even this and made the Speakerman kiss the ground and then well-roasted him. But Speakerman went crazy after the trick with the parasite and didn't give up until the very end, and tried to drown out G-Man with his powerful roar. But the roar of G-Man is already more terrible, and
No
the dude
właśnie,
finally
ten
went
Gman ma większą moc tego dźwięku niż
crazy
Speakerman.
and began to tear the Speakerman to pieces.
Nawet pod tym względem jakby sama broń, z której jest znany głośnik Tytan, to on
But after
został,
Smoke Break,
wiecie,
TV Man returned, and I don't
strasznie
understand where he was
pogrążony
all
ten
this time.
głośnik.
Maybe if he had helped Cameraman earlier, they would have finished off G-Man, but Top G is the most plot-armored guy. So I'm not surprised the Titans are fighting alone. And then TV Man started to cut G-Man apart, but then G-Man said crazy words. Wait, you need me. But TV Man said he only wanted his head. And guys, honestly, these are the most important words in recent times, and it sounds like G-Man is talking about the Astro toilets, that the Alliance needs him to help them with that. But TV Man went crazy in this episode, and he didn't realize it. But I have juicy theory that you will go crazy. But I will not spoiler about it, because I will make another video with the plot of the future episode and additional analysis of it.
No to pierwsze reklamuje, że ma coś fajnego, a potem mówi,
Believe
że
me, I
nie
have
powie
something
nam.
to tell you. So be sure to subscribe to the channel that would not miss it. And TV Man also said that G-Man was going to die. But still, TV Man was so consumed with hatred that he couldn't catch Top G again. But he turned on his disco light and G-Man started to suffer. But in fact, he was just pretending, because in a second the toilets with the container arrived. And after TV Man hit those guys, G-Man said, "No, I will survive." And at this point, we can see that he didn't care about TV Man's red light and he was faking it. And then his body parts fell off and new body parts came out of the container and joined him like an Iron Man.
No,
And what
to
did
jest
I tell you
niezła
before?
scena,
Maybe
słuchajcie.
it's connected with the containers that contain his new parts that will make him even stronger. And Bro has literally become an Iron Skibidi toilet. Hopefully he will be invited to join the new Avengers. And that was only 2 containers and there are 2 more and maybe the other containers have
5
mechanical
jest chyba w
legs.
sumie,
Also,
nie?
you can see that G-Man's abilities have increased as he has created a huge shield, although his shield used to be much smaller. And he has pretty powerful jetpacks for a big body. So I think in his final form, he should look like our Titans, and maybe we'll see that form in episode 74, because I think he's going to fry TV Man in this episode. And after G-Man got the new perks, he knocked down our Giga Chad and ran away again. And then TV Man got angry again and started smashing buildings. And I think after this episode, TV Man went crazy because he used his teleport to chase after G-Man. And that
No
was
właśnie, bo niektórzy myślą, że on uciekł, ale wydaje się, że on po prostu poleciał za
probably
Gmanem.
his biggest mistake in the whole series, and
No,
I'll
ale
explain
tu
why I think
jest
so. Now, cameraman and
wiele razy pokazywało to, jak gniew i robienie coś w afekcie powodowało zgubę tej osoby,
Speakerman are
nie?
in bad condition, and they cannot fight. And Bro TV Men didn't think about the fact that after he teleported,
Mi
may
się
appear
wydaje, że
other
tam
Skibidi
UFO
toilets
podleci
that will
do
destroy the
Tytanów i
Titans.
ich
I
tam
hope that this will
zniszczy.
not happen, but there's
Przez
a
tego
chance of that.
TV-mena.
Also, it seems to me that because of his stupidity, TV Men may die. Because he teleported to an unknown place, and it is not clear what may be waiting for him there. There may be an army of other toilets, and they and Top G will tear TV Man apart. Or there will be Astro toilets that will tear TV Man apart as well. And believe me, this theory is pretty real because Defuk said that episode 74 will be crazy as well, and maybe it will be even more crazy than this episode, and there is a chance that TV
Albo się okaże, że TV-man pracuje z Astro.
Man may die. But what will happen to Speaker Man and Cameraman? If TV Man doesn't die in episode 74, then it's more likely that Speaker Man will die in the secret scene, but it's unlikely that we'll lose 2 Titans at once. As for Cameraman, I'm sure he'll survive, but Bro Speakerman got a lot of damage, but hopefully he survives. But why did Secret Agent help G-Man? Actually, Secret Agent used to work with Skibidi toilets, and he also gave them agent technology like these books. And while he was working with them, he shared his technology with the scientist, and the scientist added the power of the Secret Agent to improve the G-Man. But that's not really all that I want to tell you. And I've
No
only told
właśnie,
you a
o co
small
jej
part,
chodzi?
because as always, I will tell you absolutely all the secrets in my new video. And there would simulate the plot of the secret scene and the new episode. And believe me, this video will be legendary. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it.
A, to nam dużo nie wyjawiła, tak szczerze, nie?